If you're bringing a medical device to market or even thinking about it, you've probably heard people talk about codes, CPT codes, HCPCS, ICD-10. It's alphabet soup, right? But here's the thing. Understanding coding isn't just a checkbox. It's one of the most powerful tools you have to get your technology to the patient. So today, I'm going to walk you through what medical codes actually are, how they work, and why they matter, but without the jargon. When a doctor sees a patient, does a procedure, or uses your device during treatment, the healthcare system needs a way to document and bill for that service. That's where medical coding comes in. Think of a code as a kind of shorthand, a label that says, here's what was done. It's how insurers know what to pay for. No code, no coverage. No coverage, well, you're starting to see the problem. There are a few main types of codes you'll probably hear about. CPT codes, those are current procedural terminology codes, and they describe what was done, like an implant procedure or a diagnostic test. Then there are HCPCS codes. That's Healthcare Common Procedure Coding System. I know, it's a mouthful. These are used for things like medical devices, equipment, and even some drugs. And there are two levels of HCPCS codes. Level 1 is a CPT code. Level 2 are products, DME supplies, your device essentially. And finally, ICD-10 codes, the International Classification of Diseases. It describes the patient's diagnosis, why the procedure was done in the first place. Together, these codes tell the full story: who the patient is, what they needed, what was done, and what was used to do it. Now, here's where it gets real. If your device doesn't have a clear coding pathway, or if providers don't know how to use it in their documentation, it can create serious barriers. Doctors might not get paid, patients might get denied, and your device doesn't get used. That's why coding isn't just an afterthought. It's a part of your market access strategy. Good coding helps providers adopt your technology faster. It clears the way for coverage and payment, and it supports broader clinical adoption. So how does coding actually happen? Some devices fit into existing codes, and that's great, but many new technologies don't. In those cases, you might need to apply for a new code. That process can take time, data, and planning. That's why it's so important to think about coding early, ideally while you're still in product development or clinical trials. It's not just about checking a box. It's about making sure your innovation can function in the real world, in clinics, hospitals, and patients' lives. If all of this still feels a little murky, don't worry, you're not alone. Coding and reimbursement can feel overwhelming at first, but with the right strategy and support, it becomes a bridge, not a barrier to patient access. Thanks for watching. We'd love to hear what topics you found useful and what you'd like us to dive into next.